Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Carlos, and my artist name is Calma. Calma stands for Carlos Alberto Lopez Montes Arango, which is basically a play on my Colombian heritage, where in Colombia you use your extended family name. So I wanted to use my extended family name from my dad's mom and my mom's mom, my grandmother's on my mother and father's side. And it comes up with a word, calma, which means calm, which honestly I am not. But this is a new venture for me, really. I feel like this is part of a new chapter in my life, and I wouldn't be able to get here without all those other things I did before. I was in the military for 15 years, and I went all over the world. I was in Afghanistan almost 3 years. After that, I went to Eastern Africa. I was in a couple places there, and Korea as well, South Korea. I feel like I'm not particularly great at anything, but what I am great at is not being scared to fail. And I think a lot of people maybe wait until they reach some type of perfection to try something. And I'm not like that. I just go in head first and give it a shot. After the military, I went to the Culinary Institute of America in St. Helena, California, which is in the Napa Valley in California. And, I didn't cook before other than like those meal kits. And I really liked it. And it's just something that I wanted to try. And once I got out of the military, I applied, they accepted me, and I had a blast. I learned a lot, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I met some amazing people there. It's a really cool school, and it is also very expensive, so you should decide if that's what you want to do before you go. But anyways, after I graduated, I moved back home, which is here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I went to the MAD school, the Miami Advertising School, and I did that online, beginning of 2021. But my GA bill money ran out, so I couldn't do that any longer. I went to Barry University using another form of payment with the government that they allow veterans to continue education. And I started going to Barry University for graphic design, and I really loved all the art classes, and I felt at home, and learning all about history and stuff, like it really opened up my mind and made me more curious, and also made me feel like I could do this. For a while, I felt like I had always been an artist, but I was too scared to call myself one. And the whole reason behind this channel and everything is just to show my process and not be scared to fail. I feel like that's something jiu-jitsu definitely taught me. I didn't really stick with it, but I learned a lot from it, and I take those teachings with me in everything I do. It made me a really good beginner, and I'm really happy with that. I would call myself a jack of all trades. I've tried a lot of different things, and I feel like that's why the military was so great, why I enjoyed it thoroughly, because every day could be the same or completely different, had nothing to do with your job, where you were from, or whatever. Like, you could do all kinds of things. And if you wanted to, you can try all kinds of things. Like I went to this course for a rough terrain container handler. It's called a wretch, which is basically an all-terrain vehicle that picks up 20-foot and 40-foot containers. And I learned how to drive it and repair it. And this thing was crazy. It was humongous, and it could like not disassemble, but like transform in a way that it could be loaded onto C-17s. And, you know, it was a really cool course. It really had nothing to do with my job, which was a generator mechanic. But I tried it, and I wasn't scared to raise my hand when people asked who wanted to volunteer. And I take all that into my art now. I feel like a lot of people don't want to call themselves artists because they compare themselves to people that are, quote, better. And just look at all the big name artists right now. They're not better or worse. I'm sure there's some artists right now that are super famous and rich that you hate their art, but someone out there likes it. So I feel like that's just a big example of, if you really want to do something, just give it a shot. You know, I'm not scared to, what are they gonna do, not buy my stuff? Like, okay, whatever. I'm still having a blast doing it, and I'm gonna make these paintings and drawings whether they sell or not. So I feel like starting to record the process has been really fun. And someone asked me recently why I wanted to be an artist. Why did I art? And the reason I said is because I'm an artist, and I always have been, but I never believed it until now. I do it because I have to get these ideas out of me. I feel I have an interesting point of view because no one has done what I've done, how I've done it, and I'm not scared to show people what's inside my head. There's a quote from Louis Theroux that says, "The mass of men live a life of quiet desperation." I have lived a full throttle life, and now I sit back and think about it, and I should be dead. So I will celebrate it by making something that will outlive me, to show others to live fearlessly. I feel like people that try to make art are very unique, even though everyone can make art. I think people would be lucky to own art from people they know or strangers even. I think buying art from famous people is really boring, and like they don't need your money anyways. I do it to show people I am an animal with complex emotions, and that it's good to show them and work through those emotions, whatever it is. I'm more animal than a cubicle boxed lunch, office attire, fake smiles. And I think everyone else is too. They just need to see something that reminds them of that. So yeah, I'm saying like people try to fit their lives into these boxes, and you know, you're not your job, you're not even your name. You are what you try to be and try to achieve. But yeah, I think it's just fun to try things. Trying isn't a 4-letter word, you know, like, yeah, you have to do them, you have to do things, but before you do them, you have to try. So that's my spiel. I really enjoy making art, and I've learned a lot, so I want to share that. Even if it's a failure, sometimes I make stuff that I hate, and somehow someone likes that. So you never know what people are gonna like. But yeah, in this video, I'm just putting together a canvas that's cheap canvas. It's from Home Depot, like $30 for, I think it's like 20 feet or something like that. But it's really cheap canvas. And I bought this stapler, and I work at a gallery slash framing shop, and they have extra stretchers out. So I took this one, and I'm stretching it. It might not be perfect, but like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, it just has to get done. And also, one thing about making stretchers, it kills your hands. Like, it's really painful afterwards. It reminds me of doing jiu-jitsu and like pulling gi, like pulling people's gis all day. After class, you leave and my hands would always be destroyed. So I definitely will get one of those crimpers for home use so that it doesn't kill my hands so much. But yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to paint on this yet, but I know I'm going to have fun doing it. And it's one of those things, it's like the journey is more, it's not about the journey and all that. It's more, the journey is the whole part, right? So like this small step is the step before the next drawing and painting I do. I just have to get these things going, get these drawings done, and see what happens. I'm always trying different styles, and my art mentor tells me that I should pick one thing. There goes Penny the dog. Pick one style and stuff, but I'm too ADD for that. I have to just constantly do things that interest me, and what interests me is whatever I just happen to be doing. I'm not gonna pick like one specific thing and only do that, which I mean, I can see maybe in the future finding something that I like that, but for right now, I don't have that. And that's another thing, like I said, I'm not waiting to figure out what that is. I'm just getting after it, getting it done, putting the paint on the canvas, even though it's cheap canvas, even though it's not Belgian linen, like whatever, I don't care. These ideas need to get out of me. Sometimes I started painting and I have no clue what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm drawing. I just am trying to have fun. My art mentors told me about a way that it's a Japanese way of painting, which is like you kind of just put the paintbrush to the canvas and just let it go. And then later on, you start drawing or painting what you see from the marks you had made. So sometimes I do that. Sometimes I have some ideas and I kind of just work with it. But also, a lot of this is just, like happy accidents, like Bob Ross used to say. And the talent portion, I think work will eventually overtakes like natural talent. Of course, some things in art take a lot of talent, like photorealism, or honestly, I mean, most things in art take a lot of talent, but I'm not too worried about that yet. I think I'm just trying to have fun, enjoying myself, and I really like to show off what I've made. Even though someone might not like it. If anything, I feel like if someone really dislikes your work, that's probably a good thing, because there might be someone out there that really enjoys it, or can even just see that you are putting forth an effort. A lot of people just hate on people for even trying, because they're scared and they've never done anything in their life and they're scared to even try. So I just ran out of staples there, so I'm running back. But yeah, don't be scared to try. Give everything a shot at least once, within legal terms and stuff like that. But just try to have fun. Just try it out, see what happens, experiment. You might do something accidentally that you really love, and I feel like that's been my experience for the most part. I'm going to be trying to do more videos of my process, and just honestly, this is more for me than anyone else. You know, like YouTube is one of those things, you have to just give it a shot and see what happens. But yeah, you can see I put a lot of staples in this thing, and it's not incredibly tight, but it does make a nice drum sound. Once I put gesso on it, it'll be good to go. All right, guys, take it easy. Ciao. Or ciao pescado.